Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I have another speed build for you, and I'm really happy about this one because it is a Tudor cottage, and I really love Tudor houses. They're just so cute. Recently I got Get Together because there was a sale happening for it, and I've always wanted Get Together. I've been wanting it for years now, ever since it came out, which has to be like 8-9 years now. Am I crazy? Is that even accurate? I don't know. But it's been a very long time, and oh my gosh, how old was I when it came out? Okay, I was right. It was literally 8 years ago now. And that means I was like a child. That's crazy. I remember when this pack came out, I was honestly so obsessed with it. I was obsessed with watching gameplay and builds, and honestly, the world is so amazing. I really was obsessed with like the building style and just like the lots and everything. There's like traditional furniture that comes with the pack, but there's also some modern stuff, so you can do like modern builds with it, and there's also like the ancient ruins and everything like that. So I've just been wanting this pack for a very, very long time now, and I finally got it. So obviously with this pack comes with like Tudor style houses, and I rarely get to see them in person, but when I do, I feel like they're just so quaint and unique looking, and they just look so sweet, and I just love small cottage homes. To be honest, this house is actually kind of big. It's not like a starter house or anything, but I still consider it a cottage because it's like 1.5 story ish, which is what is in the definition for a cottage when you look it up. So that's why I'm calling it a Tudor cottage. I really love brick as well. I just feel like it's so cute. There's this house that is kind of near where I live, I guess, but I've been wanting to build it for a very long time now, and I never really felt like building it until I got this pack because I really wanted to build a Tudor house, obviously, and I felt like this house in real life could just match the Tudor style really well, even though it isn't a Tudor house. Does that make any sense? Sort of. But I was inspired by just the exterior of this building, and I also used some inspiration pics from Pinterest and just the internet to kind of get a sense of what a Tudor house is. And I did tiny bit of research. I don't remember any of it now, but yeah, there's just like a lot of exposed brick, stone, these curved doors, the timber, the wood, whatever, pointed roofs, all of that. I try to, I guess, emulate that style. And since the inspo pic kind of had like what seemed to be an upstairs area, I wanted to also create that in The Sims. So there's kind of like this upstairs attic that you can access. Like, you can build stuff and not have it be usable, but I always try to like make it somewhat usable. So like the upstairs part, I made it into like a kid's bedroom, even though I'm like, is it safe to have a kid up in an attic? I don't know. But yeah. This house is 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms. And honestly, I really love this build. One of my favorite builds in a while now. So with the interior, I kind of wanted it to be more closed off because I know that houses like these, or just like traditional homes, are more closed off in general. And also, if we're like building in Europe, I know it's colder there. And I also know that closed off rooms keep the heat in more. Does that make sense? I think so. So I was not trying to go for like an open floor plan this time, and I wanted the interior to be very traditional as well. I kind of want to do a Tudor home where the interior is more renovated, but for this build I really wanted to use all of like the traditional items that came with the pack. And The interior is very dark looking. I usually don't do interiors like this, but it was nice to kind of like step out of my comfort zone, I guess. And honestly, I feel like it looks very, very cozy. Here I was just looking at every item in the pack and seeing what I could use. I try to use as much as possible because I feel like they all go together so well and like all the woods match. So I thought it was perfect. This house does not have a TV because I felt like the layout just did not fit a TV. And also, I was like, they're traditional. Who watches TV? Yeah. This kitchen is actually very large. I'm not gonna lie. Every time I build in The Sims, I'm like, is this big? I can't tell. But like in real life, it'd be very large. I don't know. I kind of wanted to close off the living room, but it just felt awkward. So I opened it back up. But I used the spandrels and columns. I'm so happy because with this pack came 4 columns. And one of the columns is the straight square column. And I've been wanting that column for years now. And I finally have it. So thank you. Of course, I had to put a fireplace in here. And it was really tricky because I wanted to put the fireplace by where I put the fake chimney, which is in the front. But I was like, this is such a weird placement. So I decided to put the fireplace diagonally. And honestly, I don't even know if that is like up to code in real life. Like, does a chimney need to be bigger than this diagonal triangle square space? But I felt like the diagonal fit the layout of the living room, dining room area much better than it being on the back wall or it being like perpendicular. It was just weird. So I felt like the diagonal fit really, really well. As for the bathroom, it's just like a pretty normal bathroom. I feel like all my bathrooms kind of look the same. All bathrooms in general looks the same. So yeah. I'm kind of going back and forth with a lot of the stuff in this because I'm just like placing down items in different places so I remember to use them. For the wallpaper and just like the bricks and the tiling, I like looked up inspo pics to kind of figure out what it looked like, and I figured these warmer tones with the, what is it called? I don't remember that word. It's like on the top of the wall and at the bottom of the wall. Yeah, you know what I mean. And also this tiling was kind of like more of a brownish beige, which I felt like matched when I looked up Tudor kitchen traditional, whatever. Yeah, basically that's kind of what came up. Same with like this stone tile thing in the kitchen. And of course I'm cluttering it a lot because clutter is super nice. And a double stove might seem crazy, but I've seen other people build like that. And this house it has a chimney on that side, so I figured a double stove isn't that crazy. Also with this pack came like cafes, I think. So I may build another cafe soon. Also, do you see this painting? I feel like it got longer. It definitely got longer because I remember the painting being much smaller. I also did a little bit of landscaping randomly because I just felt like it, and of course I had to look at like the surrounding area to see what matched and to make it blend in and everything. Obviously this house could fit in like a garden and stuff, but I didn't put one in because I just didn't really see that for this family, this house. I wasn't feeling gardener or anything like that. Just cluttering the bathroom as well. And now we're in the bedroom, the master bedroom. So for this house, I kind of envisioned maybe 2 parents and 1 kid living in this house. I also was feeling maybe to grandparents, mostly because the Tudor just reminds me of like old style, so I felt like maybe it's two grandparents who takes care of their grandchild, maybe. I don't know. This bedroom has a bluish color scheme, which honestly I really like. I was disappointed to see that there was no new bed with this pack. At least I don't think. I need more beds in The Sims. There can never be enough beds. And just some simple clutter. I don't know if I mentioned this, but this house is base game and get together. So you only need those 2 packs. I try not to use any like custom content or any other packs. Even though right now, Romantic Garden and My First Pet stuff is free, I still didn't want to use it just in case like people didn't get those packs during this like event and they wanted to download this house. They could if they had get together only at least. That being said, I will definitely probably create another Tudor house in the future with custom content because I love custom content and I feel like it's so hard to build a large home just base game because you end up using so much of the same furniture over and over again, especially when it comes to like paintings or plants or anything like that. Like these cabinets, I always use these cabinets in like so many of my builds now. And I'm like, can I please get more cabinets? Like every time I buy a new pack, I'm like, yes, I'll get new cabinets. And then it ends up coming with nothing. So I need my custom content. Put these sconces in the bathroom. And upstairs, again, like I said, is the attic. I did not have space, obviously, for stairs, so I used a ladder instead. And I felt like the placement of the ladder and the placement of it in the attic was kind of perfect, to be honest. So it all worked out in the end. This bedroom is very pink. So it is kind of girly, quote unquote, but obviously it doesn't really matter. And it's a very, very spacious kid's bedroom, to be honest. I was like, it may be annoying to live in the attic because you have to go downstairs every time you want to use the bathroom. But if my room was this big, you would not catch me complaining. I also gave this little kid a laptop. Maybe this person's a teen or like a preteen, but I decorated it very childlike. It has like decals everywhere, a dollhouse, toys. Just a lot of clutter. So I kind of imagined a kid in here. I will say, I noticed that The Sims has like new items from the updates, like the new swatches on this backpack. Oh, they changed my life. Literally, I have been so sick of that backpack because it used to only have like 5 swatches, which were literally like a skull backpack, blue, red, and like hot pink and brown, I think. But now it has like 10 swatches, which is honestly amazing. I'm really, really happy about that. And also this rug and the other rug. I appreciate the free updates. I also appreciate packs being free now, or some of the packs at least. Every time I get a free pack, I'm actually really happy. So thank you, Sims, I guess. Cluttering a little bit more in this attic. I figured the parents or grandparents may also use it for storage, so I put a lot of storage in here. And just some regular kids decoration like these cloud decals and just drawings on the wall, the height tracker, bunnies, you know, everything like that. And kind of kept it like it not too colorful though. And that's basically it for the interior. For the exterior, I did some light landscaping. It's not too, what's the word called, polished, I would say. There's like a lot of grass which honestly, I never ever use grass in landscaping because it just doesn't feel nice, if that makes sense. I don't know. I never use the grass, but the grass here looks so cute. Does that make any sense? I feel like the grass makes it look very like cottagey, whimsical, overgrown. I don't know. I really liked it. And I just did some light, like pretty landscaping in the front with like hedges and some flower bushes. But around I just did some like grass and rocks and daisies, because wild daisies are pretty. I went with red flowers because it kind of complemented the brick well, and used these mossy rocks from Debug. Overall, the house costs about 90,000 simoleons, which is honestly a lot, but just use free real estate. Am I right? What can I say? And also put fireflies and added some dirt. And I also added more lighting at the end because I realized that I added in like these ceiling lights, because I always put like the basic ceiling lights, but then I realized it doesn't really match the house, so I went with these other lights instead. And I also like them because it gives it more of like a warm tone lighting. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more Tudor houses, please let me know, because I'm always down to make another Tudor house because I love them. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.